Have you ever wondered why your testosterone feels low even when you're training and eating right? The truth is, testosterone isn't bought, it's built. And I'm guilty of chasing these shortcuts, thinking one pill or powder would fix everything. But what I found is that testosterone doesn't actually work that way. So today, we're breaking down 5 science-backed habits that can raise testosterone, giving you more energy, strength, and drive, while also protecting our hormones. So let's kick this off by talking about the one factor that quietly builds or breaks your testosterone every single night. And that factor is sleep, the overlooked foundation where most of your daily testosterone is produced. And here's why that's critical. Over 60% of your daily testosterone surge happens at night during deep sleep and not during your workout. And if you're only clocking in 5 hours, you're cutting off the very process that fuels strength, drive, and recovery. So when you sleep, your pituitary and hypothalamus releases the signals that tells your testicles to make more testosterone. And the later you push your bedtime or the more inconsistent your schedule is, the more your body treats testosterone like an optional upgrade instead of a daily requirement. So how do you actually turn sleep into a testosterone advantage? Well, think of sleep like your body's hormone factory. But unlike a 24/7 Amazon warehouse, this one only runs on a tight schedule. And if you short shift it, production slows down. But if you give it darkness, regular hours, and no late night monster energy drinks, output ramps back up and testosterone flows like it's supposed to. Also, guys who get 7 to 9 hours of consistent sleep see as much as 20 to 30% boost in testosterone compared to sleep-deprived men. And the best part, you don't need any fancy gadgets or these supplements that are pushed all over social media, because it just comes down to a few simple habits that resets your sleep clock. And here's how to put it into practice. First, cut caffeine after 2 p.m. since it lingers for more than 6 hours and is well known to wreck your sleep. Second, sleep in complete darkness, and if blackout curtains are too expensive, just use a simple eye mask. Third, keep your bedtime and wake up time consistent, even on the weekends. I know, easier said than done. And fourth, when you wake up, get sunlight within 30 minutes to set your circadian clock and signal your body to start testosterone production. Of course, recovery is only part of the story, because there's a hidden roadblock quietly draining testosterone in millions of men right now. Now, what if the fat around your belly is flipping your hormones in the wrong direction? Well, belly fat isn't just a cosmetic issue, but a home base for an enzyme called aromatase. And aromatase's entire job is turning testosterone into estrogen. And the more fat you carry around, the more aromatase your body builds. That means higher estrogen, lower testosterone, and a cycle that keeps you soft, tired, and storing even more body fat. So think of aromatase like that shady gym bro who switches your protein shake for a mass gainer. And the next thing you know, you've got a diet bod nobody ordered. So if you want higher testosterone, the goal isn't to get shredded like a stage-ready bodybuilder. It's to stay in the sweet spot, around 12 to 15% body fat. Too high and aromatase wrecks your T, and too low and your body crashes into fatigue along with unproductive days. And here's how to actually pull this off without burning yourself out. And it's quite simple. If you're above 20% body fat, just cut 300 to 500 calories per day. That should be enough to drop your body fat without tanking your hormones or energy levels. But even if you handle rest, your body still needs a clear command to produce more. And what if the way you actually train could turn that command into a surge rather than a whisper? In simple terms, heavy lifting doesn't just build strength, it signals your body to start producing more testosterone, making every rep double as hormone therapy. And here's how it works. Big compound lifts like squats and deadlifts stress large muscle groups. And that stress travels up to the hypothalamus in your brain, which signals the pituitary gland to release luteinizing hormone. And that hormone basically gives a green light to make more testosterone. So think of compound lifts like cellular training for your entire body. And just like fasting triggers autophagy to clean house at the cellular level, heavy lifting triggers hormonal renewal, keeping your testosterone production in optimal shape. And research also shows that training at 70 to 85% of your 1 rep max with compound movements gives the biggest testosterone surge without frying your recovery. So here's how to put this into practice. Focus on the basics: squats, deadlifts, bench press, rows, pull-ups, and overhead press. Also, make sure to hit them hard. Work in between 3 to 4 sets in that 70 to 85% range, and your testosterone will thank you. But even with solid training, there's one silent killer of testosterone that can undo everything you've worked for, and it has nothing to do with the gym. Now, you can train hard, eat clean, and sleep like a monk, But if your stress is out of control, cortisol will rob you blind. See, cortisol in itself isn't evil. It's there to save you during danger, regulating blood sugar, and helping recovery. But when it stays too high because of constant stress, poor sleep, overtraining, or doom scrolling TikTok at 2 in the morning, it turns into testosterone's worst enemy. And high cortisol means lower testosterone, more belly fat, and a metabolism that's running on pure hopes and dreams. So what's actually happening under the hood when stress takes over? Well, when cortisol stays elevated, it competes with testosterone for resources. And instead of telling your testes to produce the good stuff, your brain gets the message that survival is the #1 priority. So basically, testosterone production comes to a screeching halt. And add in higher blood sugar and insulin spikes from chronic stress, and you've got the perfect storm for fat gain and low T. But how does this look like in real life? Well, think of cortisol like that toxic influencer in your feed, the one who's always stirring up drama for views. At first, it might be entertaining, maybe even useful, but when they never shut up, they drag down your sanity, and fast. And cortisol does the same thing, flooding your body non-stop until your testosterone and energy levels crash. So here's the key insight. Managing stress isn't just about feeling better. It's literally about preserving testosterone. Drop cortisol and you give your body permission to boost T again. And if you ignore it, you'll keep spinning your wheels no matter how perfect your workouts or diet looks like. So with that in mind, how do we keep cortisol in check, you might ask? Well, the first thing is to stop caffeine by 2 p.m. Harder than it looks, I know, since late coffee spikes cortisol and wrecks sleep. Second, schedule real recovery days instead of overtraining 6 days a week. And third, cut nightly doom scrolling and swap it out for a light walk, stretch, or a book that's not too mentally stimulating. And once stress is under control, there's one more lever to pull that can take your testosterone from average to optimized. And finally, what if the missing piece wasn't more exercise or recovery hacks, but the simplest thing you put on your plate every day? That's where nutrition comes in, because without the right fuel, your body can't even start building testosterone. Now, testosterone isn't just built in the gym, it's built in the kitchen. Micronutrients like zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, and healthy fats are raw materials for testosterone production. And without them, your body literally can't make enough of the hormone, no matter how perfect your workouts are. So what's actually worth focusing on when it comes to food and testosterone? Well, testosterone is made from cholesterol, so having enough healthy fats, think eggs, olive oil, avocado, fatty fish, is super critical. And minerals like zinc and magnesium are like spark plugs that activates the enzymes that trigger testosterone production. And vitamin D, it acts like a hormone itself, signaling your body to keep levels high. And when any of these are missing, it takes a hit head on. So when your diet supplies enough of these micronutrients, testosterone production runs as smooth as possible. And ultimately, you unlock the body's ability to actually use all of the sleep, training, and stress management you've been trying to optimize. So how do you actually put all of this into action? Well, first make sure you're getting enough healthy fats, which includes eggs, salmon, avocado, or olive oil on a daily basis. Second, cover your mineral bases such as zinc from beef or pumpkin seeds and magnesium from leafy greens or almonds. Third, check your vitamin D levels, and if you're indoors most of the time, get a blood test and supplement if you're low. And fourth, don't cut out calories too aggressively, because extreme deficits kills testosterone faster than junk food does. So individually, these changes move the needle, but stack them, that's when you transform your testosterone completely. But here's the bottom line: sleep, body fat, heavy lifting, stress control, and smart nutrition, none of these on their own are miracle fixes, but together they can pull your testosterone out of the average and into the optimized zone. Be careful though, because people might start seeing you as a non-natural if too optimized. So if this video flipped how you think about testosterone, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment on which fix you'll be trying first. Till next time.